Hey guys, it's me, Ria. Just popping on a little later today. I just wanted to further expand a message that I've been getting over and over and over today, especially. It just keeps building and building. Some of you might have saw that little mini video I did this morning when I was running, and I apologize if you saw it because of the visual wasn't super clear. It was like, when you got your iPhone and they're all wet and your fingers are all wet and you're all sweaty and you're trying to maneuver stuff and your clothes are all wet and you're trying to wipe the camera. Well, my camera lens on both sides are all sweaty and wet and I couldn't wipe it. So the visual is very cloudy and foggy, blurry, but the message and the essence of the message I think comes across really strong and clear. And even without a visual, you can feel energy. Energy has no boundaries, no time or space. You can feel it. You can feel the vibe in which it was delivered. And the message today, it all has to do with still my message this morning, my little thing I did. It was to do with one love the higher love. And of course, it was inspired by U2 song One. And love is a temple, love the higher love. I just love that song. There's just so much truth in it. And then it goes on to talk about one love and one life. And that's so, so true. So I just kind of want to talk about those two lines. When it says love is a temple, love the higher love. Well, love is a temple. It's who you are. It's the God source energy that you are. Let me just make sure I get no notifications. It's who you are. You are love. You're God source energy. You're pure light and love. And my messages of late have been about that whole self-love and about connecting to the love and light that you are, and how easy it is to love yourself when you know it's the truth of who you are. Like when you try to love yourself through the human aspects, and that's all beautiful to appreciate those, but when you try to love things about yourself that you're not really feeling, then the emission of the emotion isn't as potent. But if you can connect to the love and light that you guys are, this is a perfect visual. This is literally what you are, light beings. It is so easy to bypass the physical, even though we're experiencing that for a reason, and it's serving us and cultivating us, and it gives the spiritual being, our spiritual energy, a vehicle to experience itself. But this is the essence of who we are. So when we connect to this is easy to love. It's so easy to love. It's like it takes all the illusions away, the things that you might not like about yourself. But if you can connect to who you are and say, all those things that I do that I don't like about myself, or the things that I see that I don't like, it's still all this. It was all created from this. And that makes it easier to love all the things about yourself. Because you are love, you're the creator of your reality. And when you connect to that love and to that light, then you realize, oh, that's just part of the whole experience. That's so beautiful. I did that in order to, expand my love and expand that connection. So when it says one love the higher love, okay, this is the part that's really, really important to me. Loving the higher love. Because everything is love, guys. Even the lower density energies were still based in love. What we would quote unquote label bad things in life, the things that seem catastrophic, traumatic, abuse, they still were all created out of love. But when it says love the higher love, that means love is energy, love and light are energy. It's all energy that we're emitting, guys. The highest the frequency, the more pure the love light comes through. So to me, love a higher love is always reaching for the highest of frequencies you can. Always reaching for the higher love, because everything is love. But would you rather feel the love that feels blissful and ecstatic and beautiful, or the parts where you feel contained and caged in and limited and chained and see the ugliness in life? And that all serves its purpose also. But if you can find the truth, if you can find the love, if you can find the higher frequency in something, then you have loved the higher love through compassion, through forgiveness. It's like somebody who sees the same scene. They can watch the same situation playing in their reality. One person can see it really bad and judgmental and see the lower vibration in it, and another person can look at the very same situation and see the beauty in it and how it is serving and see the light in it. So I'm going to use a personal life example, many years old, like 20 something years ago. But in my 20s, I was very involved in classes to do with gifts of the spirit. So I was taking these little courses of developing your gifts of the spirit, and the instructor, we were in our little class, and he made this comment about kind of judgmental, and we've all been there, but I'm just using this for example. There was a fair going on in town, and he made a remark that, all those people are out there having fun in the fair, meaning they're not really paying attention to their spiritual development. And I found that as a student, and he was older and wiser than me, and I just thought to myself, wow, those people are out there having fun. That is a high vibration, that's a high frequency, but he took that high frequency and saw it as not being good because they were having fun on what he would label frivolous things, because he wasn't seeing the higher love. God is love and light and joy, and if they're having love, light, and joy, even if they don't define it spiritual, but in essence, we're all spiritual beings living the human experience, and if your joy is vibrating and fun and light, God's energy is light. It's literally light, but it's light. It's not heavy. It's light. It's like this, light. So when he threw that judgment on them, I just thought to myself, wow, they're having fun. That's really judgmental of you. Just because they're not in studying and under a church and that kind of thing. Where to me, it was a total, it was just being hypocritical, where I saw it as, it was beautiful. They're out having fun. They're out spending time with their kids and their family. That kind of thing. Or, it could be anything. I'm sure you guys can think of many scenarios, like maybe somebody rebelling, and somebody in the old thought form or the old energy might think, well, that's really bad. What are they doing rebelling against something that appears so good? But deep down, that rebel was connected to a higher frequency, and they were trying to reach for a higher love, trying to maybe bring equality or something to some situation. So it's just love a higher love means reach for the higher frequency in every situation, even when it doesn't feel good. That's how you illuminate and bring forth your light. That's how you illuminate situations and change the world. And love is a temple, and love the higher love. What am I thinking? One love, one life. There is only one love. There's only God. There is only God's source energy. You are a ray. You are God's source energy. There's only one, and that's love and light and life. And there's only one life, because life in reality is eternal, guys. It's eternal. There is one love. One love is the pure love and light being that you are, all connected to the high frequency of love and light. And there is only one life because it is eternal. It's just the human experience that creates those veils of illusion, of separation. And that brings another point. So our ability to love the higher love, to find the highest frequency, is dependent upon our veils. Hey, Lauren, fancy seeing you here. So our ability, thank you so much for your reading. You guys, anybody who out there watches this or watches the replays, if you have not had a song spirit channeling done by Lauren, do it. It was awesome. She did mine today, and it was amazing. Not just one song, but a few, and they all totally correlated. It was amazing. So our ability to love the higher love, meaning be the frequency, see the frequency of love in all, we have to dissipate the veil. So someone who has a limited belief system, this is who we essentially are. When we come into the human experience, we do take on veils. And it's not bad. It's all for the experience. But what happens is, say we have this veil here, and we only have a little bit of light. So that person looking at an outside situation has this filter. They have a filter covering them. They're not going to see the reflection of them in the purity and the highest frequency, because that is not the energy they're tuned into. That's not the energy they're being. So as many filters and layers that we have, and we could even call them things that prevent us from seeing the higher love, the greatest truth, which is pure love and light, acceptance, love, compassion, no judgment, no criticism. Everything is just beautiful and as it should be. So if we have these veils and these belief systems blocking us, we're not as tuned into the light that we are. We're always the light that we are, but we might have these veils. So say we have a few different veils here, and we might need to eliminate. As we eliminate the illusions, the blockages, the filters, which are anything that doesn't feel good. Love and light. Even to look at this picture, does that not feel good? Does that not look vibrant? Does that not look free and liberating? This is the essence of who you are. But say you take on, I'm not very worthy. I'm too fat. I'm not very smart. My teacher said that I would never be an academic success. The world is out to get me. There's so much evil in the world. There's murderers all around us and rapists and people just wanting to hurt each other. So we've just created all these blockages and veils. And it's so funny that I happen to pick cards. And what are they? They're upside down love. They're the reversal. They're actually, oh my God, this makes sense. They're the upside down of love. Hatred, thinking the world is out to get you, thinking the universe doesn't operate for good, thinking the universe isn't abundant. I'll never be rich. I'll never have a relationship. Boy, I really wish I could make good money at my work. These are all the upside downs of reality of what love and abundance really is. That's upside down. It's not the truth. That's upside down. That's not the truth. That's upside down. That's not the truth. That's upside down. That's not the truth. So we create all these layers, and that prevents us from seeing the beauty. And the only reason we don't see the beauty is because we don't see the beauty that we are. As we see the beauty of who we are and remove all these old beliefs, all these old paradigms, all these old ways and thought forms and thinking we always got to try so hard and do all these procedures, A, B, and C to be this, we block that energy. So when we don't have those veils anymore, look, we've got this. When we're connected to this, what are we going to project? We're going to project the higher love, the highest frequency, because we can only project and we can only see that which we're the frequency of. That is freaking ass amazing. That outside world will always let you know, always will be that mirror, that projection of the energy that you are in the here and now. And don't feel bad if you're feeling bad. Say, oh, thank you for this really shitty feeling. Thank you for this heaviness. Because that lets you know there's something in you you're believing or holding on to that isn't the truth of you. So it's a beautiful gift. And us as spiritual warriors, as spiritual athletes, have come to find the higher love in the situation. And as we find the higher love, then it leaves us. And then our own light is able to penetrate and be projected into the world. Hey, Shannon. Hey. Good seeing you. Not working right now? Thank you for joining Kelly and I yesterday when we were doing our live, even though you were working. So that's what my message is about. Just reaching for the highest frequency. Even when you don't believe it, know that it's there. Just knowing it through faith, which is a high frequency, will still help to dissipate the illusion. And even if you don't know what blockages or barriers you have, when you have a thought and if it doesn't feel good, know that there's some blockages there. There's a blockage. There's something you're not seeing in truth. Because this is the truth of your higher self, of your God source energy. It is clear, it is freeing and liberating. Anything less than free, liberation, feeling good, being in joy, that is just an indicator of an energy that you have come to illuminate. That's all. You've come to illuminate. I'm working still. Oh, goodness. So that is it. That is it. And it seems so simple. But us humans like to have these procedures. We like to make things complex. We like to also create all these layers covering us, thinking, okay, we first need to do this. We got to take this procedure. I got to take this class. I got to take this course before I become this. No, you're already that. You're already this. All those things here can help you. They can help you. But if you can look at those things from a higher frequency, the higher love, you can take from it what serves you. If it serves you, it feels good, it feels light, it feels liberating. But if it feels like I have to, if it feels heavy, if it feels constricted, there's something you're believing, an energy you're believing in that is not the truth of who you are. It's an illusion you have created in order to illuminate that, to further expand this. This is who you are. And the more you tune into this and you release the blockages, you release the illusions, then that's the higher love that you get back in your life. And just through your own free will, choosing to believe when you feel those heaviness or you see the projections in the outside world and you say, oh my God, that's so terrible. Stop yourself right there. Say, I allow and I accept the human. The human sees it as terrible. But I believe in a higher love. I am searching for the higher love. What is the truth of this situation? And it will always come to you from within. It doesn't come on the outside. It comes from within. And when you get that little truth within, and it might go against the norm. Other people might think you're cray-cray. But if it's your truth and you connect to it and it feels good, then it is true. It is true for you. It is true for you. And then you have just popped open another blockage to allow more light to illuminate. And you have just taken that situation that felt heavy. You infused it with your God source energy that doesn't just affect your perception. It affects all of us. Like the song that I was talking about, we're one love, one life, but we're different and we need to carry each other. So every time you see a situation that felt heavy, looked bad from the outside, when you choose to love the higher love, find the higher frequency in it, and you do that from within, you're able to project. And you have just blasted that situation with the light and illuminated it with this. And then others, you put that emission out, you put that frequency out, and then others can tune into that. And then they will see it. We're all one life. We're all connected through love and light. So every time we choose a higher frequency of love, we do it for the whole. We do it for the whole. And I just am super duper duper passionate about that message today. I don't know what's getting into me, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. Gotta love earbuds. Because you're listening to it at work. You're such a diehard spiritual girl. You're such a lover of the higher love, Shannon. Going above and beyond and sticking to your truth. And you know what? I'm committed to my channeling class. I'm committed to my spiritual development. I want to receive everything that truly nourishes me. So I'm going to pop in my earbuds and I'm going to, even though I'm not supposed to, I'm going to do what's right for me. Kudos. Yes, you may have a card reading, Dee. Nice to see you. All right, guys, so that is my preaching. That is my pulpit for the day. Love the higher love. Always choose the higher frequency. That is what a spiritual warrior does. That is what the God love source energy within you. It wants to expand. It wants to shine, and nothing feels good when it's contained. If you take this sun and try to contain it, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to be so vibrant. It's not going to shine so expansively. That is a God-given us, driven force in us. We want to be free. We want liberation. So if you guys want a card, I'm going to pull a heart card. I'll give you one heart card. And again, because we're one love, one life, our hearts are one with Mother Earth. And all of these cards are just to assist in the alignment of our own heart energy. She is the perfect reflection of our human physical vessel, perfectly healing, self-sustaining, nourishing, abundant, regenerating. That's the truth of who we are, and we're one with the Mother Earth. She reflects that. So these are just like, this is in essence all we need to do, connect to this. But because we're having the human experience, we like a little bit of a breakdown. We like a little focal point. Because just to take on this and connect to this sometimes, even though it's simple, we like a little detail. We like a little assistance. And that's just part of the journey. And that's beautiful. It's beautiful to have that assistance, that support, that guidance. And these cards just do that. And one card immediately popped out, Dee, as I was shuffling. So I'm going to go with it. And let me just pick up this. It fell. So these cards are just to help us to tune into and align to our own heart energy, and whether that means clearing something or just accepting something within ourselves and expanding it. And then I'm going to pick one Rebel D. I'm sure you're familiar with these. I saw Jason use these and I'm like, holy crap, I love the directness of those cards. And they complement my softer Mother Earth, divine feminine energy with just a little bit in your face masculine directness. I just love it. Hey, Zay. Zay, I'm doing some readings. I just got on my pulpit. I have to be a preacher in an alternate life because I just get so much joy. I feel so much joy in that. And as I start, all the energy behind me just keeps pushing and expanding, and I love it. Not preaching in a typical preachy way, just preaching from the expansion of love's point of view. Expansion of love. Hey, Kim. All right, so this card reading is for D. And let me just flick on the light so I can see better. Hey, Drasana, you're home? All right.
You know how to ride to downtown?
I'll give you right after. Sorry, Drasana just got home. I love this D. This is solid as a rock because it is a rock. And it's got a little broken white shell here and it's got a little bit of like boardwalk board there. I love that aqua blue. To me, it's intuition. It's feeling. You're solid in your connection to your feeling, your intuition, and the purity of it. This little broken white shell also stands out, and it is on the beach and it is on the ocean, and it represents that expression, expressing and being strong in your divinity, in your connection to your heart. Oh my, and I'm getting goosebumps. Because to me, this represents purity. It's pure white. It represents innocence. Even though it's a little broken shell, it's just representative of that, oh my God, divine feminine is coming to mind. You're divine feminine and you're solid in it. There's like no swaying you. You're not like, not solid as enclosed. You're an open vessel, but you're solid on your path to your connection and expanding that and speaking it. And it is expansive. It's like the sky. The sky is wide open for you, D. It's wide open, literally wide open right up to all the galactics, which by the way, I really enjoyed your and Zara's galactic connecting exercises. And thank you for answering my question. So you are so strongly connected in that heart and that galactic connection, but not just the galactic, speaking your truth through your connection to your true self, which in essence, I can't help it, you. All right, so what the actual message of this one says, fill her up. Lasting fulfillment can only be achieved by turning inwards, and that's what you have done, turning inwards and connecting to the eternal source of love that you are, rather than filling up the space around you. When you connect to your eternal flow, and this looks like water, your eternal flow, connecting to your eternity, the divinity within you, being strong in that, you connect and open up to the flow of energy, all of it, and it is eternal. Of joy within, the space around you will reflect a deeper and longing lasting contentment. This card goes perfectly with my message. Loving a higher love simply means reaching for the higher frequency, and you have done that. And because you reached in, you're not basing your fulfillment from the outside world, objects, stuff, past energies created. You have connected to something much deeper within you, D, and then that will be projected. Your higher love, due to your connection within, the truth of who you are will be manifest in the outside, and all your communications, and all your, even the beings and guides and angels that we connect with. What did you say yesterday about them being, oh my God, I got all the goosebumps, high frequency beings? You are high frequency, so you are connected and opened up to the highest of frequency beings, because galactics are high frequency. They're representative of us in a high frequency. Beautiful. And then your rebel, we'll see what the rebel says. I believe this is the card that popped out, right? Laying on top there. All right, so this is the Give It To You direct. And again, look at the color matches. So that's showing the correlation. Even though this is blatant and it's got a little bit of potty mouth, they always go together, but we'll see. It says, and I'll be nice, stop effing whining. Stop effing whining. So if you're expressing any discontentment, because to me this is the throat chakra, D, and we all do that, and it's all part of the process. But if you're finding yourself whining, or it could be even internal, like finding not always seeing the highest frequencies of, say, a situation, a person, something that's going on in your world that you feel like a little conflicted, and there could be a tweak of a little bit of something that's lower frequency, it just says stop it. And I'm sure you already do stop it and catch yourself when you do that. Find the higher love in it. Find the highest frequency. Oh, that person, accept it. From my human perspective, can seem like they're really annoying, and then delve a little deeper and find the higher frequency of it. It says, no one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. And this is telling me that's exactly what you're doing. You have connected to your internal strength, and you are speaking and expressing. And I don't know if you were a more of a whiner in the past, in the past or not, or a complainer. I don't see you as that ever. But it can be even little sneaky things like, I remember you posted something, and I know it's the past, and I'm just using this for an example, and I'm not saying that the whining or the complaining or the worry or the lower frequency wasn't legit or wasn't worthy, but I remember you lost your dog or something, and it came back to you, and something about the people that had it, I don't know if they didn't want to give it to you, and I'm just paraphrasing, and I just know a little bit, but the higher frequency of finding that there would have been some good in there somehow. Maybe your dog helped bless them in some way. Maybe it helped them energetically in some way, shape, or form. I know you loved your dog and wanted your dog with you, but maybe there was something in that. I'm just using that for an example. And I know that's old news, and I'm so happy that you did. Yes, a lot of annoyances. Okay. All right. So just little things. A dog is a big thing. It's your family, and none of us can experience that until we go through it. But even in the big things, if we can't find the high frequency in the little things, how are we going to find them in the big things? So just keep practicing. I get annoyed, and it's those closest to us that make me the most annoyed. It's like strangers never annoy me. The world never annoys me. But if my husband puts a dent in the wall that I got to fix and spackle and repaint, that annoys me. But I've learned to accept that too. So that's another thing, Dee. Even if you're feeling annoyed, just stop talking about it. Go within and laugh at yourself and say, oh, that's just the human part of me. How hilarious, how silly. Because I do that a lot. I'll step back and look at myself from the observer and just find the love in it. And then it doesn't even matter. Then you're not held bound. You don't feel guilty. Because I'll feel guilty when I'm annoyed by someone because I'm judging it as bad energy. So this is also just saying, Dee, don't judge anything as bad energy, basically. And you find yourself being annoyed. You know what? You're annoyed. That's okay. It's okay. Just step back and let it flow. Let it flow through you like a screen, like the wind going through a screen. Acknowledge it, but let it go through you. It's easy to kind of my problem is I'll hold myself accountable, and then instead of just stopping and recognizing it and let it flow you like a screen, I'll hold on to it and think, oh my God, I got so much more growth to do. Okay. Would love a message. Hey, Suzanne. Nice to see you, Suzanne from Ireland. And I don't know if you saw my post. Yeah, I saw that you liked it. Bono and U2. Like, I'm such a U2 fan, but I don't really like all of U2. There's 3 songs. One, With or Without You, and Where the Streets Have No Name, but they resonate at such a deep, powerful resonance. I just love them. And if any of you have ever seen U2 in concert, there's nothing like it. And I'm not even into concerts. It's just so beautiful. The energy is so beautiful, so potent. And again, where 2 or more are collected, well, you better believe the energy is pretty potent when there's 80,000 people at a concert. Thank you, Dee, for allowing me to do that. And all of our readings help one another. They help to expand us in one way or another. They bring something to light because, again, we're all one. So Kim and then Suzanne. Thank you, Dee. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is magnificent. The Temple of the Sun, and you probably heard the story, but when we had a condo on the beach in Old Orchard Beach, and on my birthday, one of the ladies, very beautiful girl, an earth angel, she took this picture. She took it and she gave it to me for my birthday, and that was a couple years ago, and I never would have known. We don't know sometimes the implications of gifts and what they mean to us till later on. that the cross breath and my Temple of the Sun logo and all that stuff came from here, because to me it's the perfect image of our God source energy, and it's the perfect image of the angels of light that we truly are, and how we're coming into light beings, and as we release the illusions and tune into who we are, just tuning into the breath, that one breath, guys, and hold it and say, know that you are this. I am the light. I am that. You're everything. Just knowing that, and if you can believe it, that in itself will dissipate. You don't need to get caught up in all the details. The light will shed away the darkness. Just connect to who you are. That is so potent, so powerful, such high frequency. The highest of frequencies tuning into this, your God source energy, because that is the source of all. All right. Thank you, Dee. All right, Kim, one rebel. You want one rebel? I'm going to give it to you. Kim, what you up to today? Because you're not working, right? Not at the pharmacy. I don't know. Did you get another job, or are you just focusing on... You need to get your little bunsies live. You need to start taking donations for your readings, or charging, or whatever, because you are one gifted girl. All right, so what does Kim need to know? What does the rebel in Kim want to bring to her awareness? And that's why I love cards. That's why I love oracles, because they're going to give you an awareness that you might not be thinking of. That you're hiding from yourself, or you're just not aware of. That's what the hearts do. They bring forth something in your heart that needs some awareness in order to align you to your heart. The rebel cards, they're just bringing, any card, are just bringing something into our focused awareness to help us to either integrate, to expand, to clear, just to bring it in our awareness so that we can become more in alignment to who we are. All right, so Kim, what you got is time to let go. And to me, the colors on the rebel cards too also represent represent the chakras, represent the energies. And to me, that more fuchsia, that hot pink is more the higher heart chakra. And again, my whole message and all the energies I've been working with today, the one love, it's the love that connects you to all. The higher love, love the higher love, one life, one love. That's what this color is for you, Kim. You are in the direct source. You're in that direct line without the filters. You know you're one. You know there's one life. And you're letting go. I don't think you have to let go. I think you're letting go of all of that to enter the flow. To enter the flow of your trueness, your true light, your true love, your true being. And when you can let go, you enter the flow. That's when there's no resistance. Resistance, thinking you need to do things. Here we go again with my little image. There's these layers, thinking you need to do this, thinking you need to take this step first, this step, and this step before you enter this. And as you don't have to take the steps, you can just let it go, and then you remove resistance, and then the true light that you are can shine forth. And what's the back say? Move the F on. Move the fuck on. Okay? And I think that's exactly what you are doing, Kim. You are doing that. You are moving on from old ways. You are moving away from old energies, and you're entering the flow of that beautiful oneness. This is just, I think, more of an affirmation card for you, Kim. What do you think? Let me look. Preaching is your soul's calling. I love to preach. I say I love to teach, but my husband would say, no, you love to preach. But hopefully my preaching, there's some teaching. I just can't help it. And I'm so happy and immersed in the energy, but I feel it's, love. It's that connection to my own light within, and it's just my expression of sharing it. It's just my expression. It makes me so joyous. Beautiful blue. Let's see here. My favorite color. I don't know if you're still there, Dee, or not, but if you were there, and when you and Zara were trying to get in initially, I think on Zoom, I thought your shirt on that specific camera looked aqua, like a minty greenish, aqua-ish. And I was painting my kitchen, and that's why I said, I love your shirt. I'm painting that color right now. But then I saw you later on Facebook. I think you guys ended up going on Facebook page, and then it looked more gray. But yeah, aqua. And I tell my son, Caleb, my older son, I said, my spiritual name is Aqua. And I make it, so he calls me Aqua. Hey, Tasha. Thank you for joining. I am pulling some cards. I'm going to pull you a rebel and a heart, but if you only want one or the other, let me know, and I would love to. And so I appreciate you too, Kim, and obviously all of you guys. All right, so that was for you, Kim, and I believe Suzanne Winston from Ireland, the home base, you too. All right, this is for you, Suzanne. Have you still decided not to sell your house for right now, Suzanne? You decide to stay where you are? I know at one point you had it on the market, then you pulled it off the market. Weren't feeling like, weren't feeling that. Keep me updated. Keep me updated on your progress. Sometimes we got to take a step, 2 steps back to take a step forward, guys, and that's okay. It's just processing the energy. Maybe you're just rethinking, retweaking something. So never think when you take a step back, or you feel like you've took a step back, or you've been demoted, or you quit a job, but then you go back to the company and it's lower pay raise or whatever. Like my son Caleb's done some back and forth job stuff. It's never a step back. It's never. There was something there for a little bit more for you to gain. Okay, so we got this. And I'm going to give you a rebel card, Suzanne. I don't think I've given you ever a rebel card before, but maybe I did. Suzanne, when I tune into you, like I'm just feeling into your energy, I do feel a lot of green. I do feel a lot of growth taking place with you right now. I do feel, and to me, green is... You're tuning into the heart. I know you are very tuned into Mother Earth and gardens and nature, that abundance. I feel you're an abundant energy, and you're moving into more abundance. And your connection with Mother Earth is beautiful. It's special. You know, keep that connection, which, I mean, I don't need to tell you that, but it serves you. Oh my God, it serves you. It's like one of your purposes. You have a co-agreement, a contract with Mother Earth, specifically in a real way, like producing food, or taking care, or whatever. You have there's a real contract based in love with Mother Earth. So this one always looks like Chewbacca. It's a little sea plant on the beach, but it looks like Chewbacca. It's got this like furry brown face. So to me, it feels like there's a lot of energies. You're open and receiving to a lot of energies, because it literally almost looks like hair or fur. These almost look like eyeballs, and looks like a little mouth open. If you look closely, the yellow eyes, seeing the light, seeing the higher frequencies, reaching for the higher love, hence the gold. Gold is representative of God's source energy. I think you see that. You see that, Mother Earth. And it almost even looks like little ears here, almost like a cat. I don't know if you are connected or have a strong connection to the Lyrian. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Lyrian or Lyrian energy, which is the cat, the big cats, the lion. That's the way we label them and see them. So very shape-shifting, mystical, connected to the energies. Dee would be the one that could talk more about that, because I don't know all the galactic energies like she does. She knows the breakdown. Oh my God, it looks like even little ears wide open. Oh my God, this is telling me you are an open receptor of just pure love and information, and you have chosen through your own free will to see the good in everything. Because look at the gold eyes, and the mouth is smiling. So that's specifically, if you're smiling, you're feeling good, you're not feeling crappy. So the smile on your face is showing the frequency, energetic emission of yourself. And you're hearing. Look at those little ears. They're like, it's so amazing. You take a little blob and you can see the breakdown in your eyes, and spirit just draws you to what you need to speak. Initially when I was told in my inner voice said, match all those hearts you see with the messages you receive. And I said, that's boring. But look what we can pull from just this image. And of course it's Mother Earth, divine feminine energy speaking to us, which is one with our heart. It makes complete sense. So this is definitely telling me you're an open receptor. You are grounded. I think grounded because of the brown, Mother Earth, the dirt, the soil. Because you work with the earth, right? You wanted to grow organic gardens, right? My boundaries are a bit blurred. Yes, I am gardening and framing, volunteering. But look at you working in the earth. That's the brown. It makes you happy. You hear messages, high frequency messages, when you are working with Mother Earth, when you are hands-on. Okay, so let me get to the message. It says, you did it for a good reason. Oh my God. So if there's anything you're contemplating and you just said you feel blurred, you might be questioning decisions. And it's saying, and what I just said before, how you have to take 2 steps back to take 1 step forward, this is just reaffirming it, whatever it is. It says you did it for a reason. Let it work for you, not against you. When you beat yourself up for past experiences that you feel were mistakes, you deny yourself the opportunity of coming into greater awareness of you. You invalidate yourself. Okay, you can't invalidate yourself because listen, well, you shouldn't invalidate. You can. You can do whatever you want. You're the creator. You can create any belief, any system, any reality you want. But if this is who you are, God source energy, then anything you have created is meant to work for you. Just like the card says. It's meant to work for you. And if you invalidate yourself, you're saying, God's not good enough. God doesn't know. And you're really God. You're really speaking to yourself. So if you just exemplify yourself, accept yourself, and say, hey, I did it for a reason. Hey, I'm God's source energy. I know this is working out for me. I might not understand it all, but hell, this is who I am. That's what I create from, whether it appears not so great. So for all experiences are for a relation, all experience are for your relationship and connection to you. Everything in life, no matter what it comes down to, is solely based in your relationship to you. Pure love, light, God, source, energy. Because if you're basing anything else in life before your relationship to you, then you're not creating from your own power. You're not creating from your own divine source energy. You could be creating from other people's beliefs. That's like giving your power away. And even those that do it for a reason, and it's still for their experience. I'm not judging or anything. All right. So, and that goes for all of us. So many times in our lives we can think back and say, man, did I do the right decision? Damn, should I move to Florida? Damn, shouldn't I have stayed on the beach front in Old Orchard where my heart was? But no, I had to follow adventure. And so many times I question, but I'm like, nope, I know it's all working out for me. I know I'm here for a reason. So that is your message. And then the rebel in you, Suzanne, oh my God, this doesn't even sound rebellious. Love. Look at, I believe through your connection with Mother Earth is a huge thing for you. And it connects you to that unity of love, the higher love, the oneness. And it's through your love that you pierce the veils of darkness with your light and love. It says, get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up. Okay, I won't go into that. But anyways, love. That's very beautiful reading. Yes, staying here. So you are staying where you were instead of moving to the country. Still gardening and volunteering. That's beautiful. Just make sure you follow your joy. Follow your joy. Follow, like the rebel said, follow your love. Follow your love, Suzanne. Because that's the high frequency. That's God's source energy. That is the highest vibe, which will create the highest manifest reality. Hair, yeah, an antenna. That's how I said receptive, open receptors, or I don't know, did I see that? Receivers. Zay says hair can be seen as an antenna for source, also covered in fur leaves and very open to feeling. Yeah, feeling. And they say like women or men with long hair, or like spiritual or earthy or hippies, long hair is symbolic of that higher connection. I don't think the hair makes you have the higher connection, but the hair is symbolic through our belief system of antennas as a physical manifestation of our being an antenna to spiritual source energy. I totally agree, Zay. So Suzanne says, my own energies move from open and full of life to getting zapped. So what you're doing is in those times, you're like, if it's very open and alive, those are times where you are super taking in, look at all the hair, look at the little ears, almost they're hearing, but antennas and happy. Milk those moments as much as you can. Suck yourself, immerse yourself into them. Like the ocean, there's always an ebb and a flow, ebb and a flow. It's all serving us. But suck it and know that what you just did is you probably just received tons of downloads, tons of upgrades, and then it feels low because the lows really aren't that you're in negative low vibes. It just means you're processing those energies you just gained. You're integrating them. Because me, myself too, I will think, oh my God, I was on a high. What the hell happened to me? Why do I feel like dead now? It's because you gained all this energy, all these higher frequencies, and now it just gives the human vessel time to integrate it in its everyday life, in its normal expression of day-to-day mundane things. We have to not just have those energies in those high moments, but we have to integrate them into the low moments. So it's like an experience. We are literally hands-on applying what we just gained into I won't say lower, but they don't feel so good frequencies, and you feel zapped. It's because you're just integrating, processing, and you are being called to work through those energies in your everyday life, is I guess how I can explain it. Hi, Angel. Good to see you. If any of you guys feel, I know Zay went on live with me the other day, or Kim, if you're still there, if any of you guys feel the need or call to pop on with me and you feel like this energy with everything, every reading I do, if you're feeling a rush to input, let me know and I'll add you on. You're welcome, Suzanne. Angel, I'm doing some more cards today if you want, and Zay, if you want one, let me know. And if anybody is there that I did not see, if you want a card, just comment now. Doesn't mean you're going to stay there forever, Suzanne. I don't know. I feel like you're at a hold and resting period for something. It's like you almost jumped, but then you pull back the reins because, and I'm getting goosebumps. Something is not totally in alignment yet for you. I'm feeling it's going to be, but it's not yet. It gave you a taste. It made you feel that fire. It like when you get these ideas and then you go for it, but it doesn't quite happen yet. It was to give you that taste, to give you that charge, to connect you to that passion. And it's still brewing in you. I think the frequencies just need to sync up and align up a little to work for you more perfectly, if that makes sense. There's something within yourself that just needs a little tweaking. And then as soon as your internal energy and vibe is tweaked perfectly to match that reality, then it will happen. Yes, okay, Angel. So I'm pulling one of each, Angel. I'm pulling a Mother Earth Heart card and a Rebel. Are you babies? Do your grandkids live with you or you babysit them, Angel? I think you said that they're with you as in living with you. What is Angel's higher self? I want to let her know to help her to align. This one kind of slid out. I'm going to go with this one. Sure. And if you guys have specific questions, don't hesitate to ask because it helps, just to zoom in the energy, but you can always, it'll resonate or hit you, the energy delivered. Anyways. All right, so what I got for you, Angel, a little conglomeration, lots of seaweed stuff happening here, but look at lots of love, but lots of energies that might be muddling the love a little bit is how I feel this. Like lots of love. You see this big Maine heart right here. Literally, it's in Maine. And it's seaweed on the beach. And you can see this big heart right here. Then you see another little heart right here shooting up. I don't know if you got this card. I pulled this card yesterday, I think, when Kelly and I went live. And then we got new growth here shooting. Holy crap. I don't know. Do you have a connection to Indians, Native American Indians in any way, shape, or form, Angel? And I'm getting goosebumps. You've got Indian guides and you've got Indian energy around you. Oh, I'm sorry. That their mom's an addict. I wish she'd get better. Yeah, she will. See her as getting better. See her as getting better. And you know what? Her path is hers. It's not yours. You can't control it. It's written in the stars already. It's just her path to take for her own expansion of love on some level. So wish the best for her, but the best you do for her is the best you do for yourself. Just nurture yourself, and through nurturing yourself, you help to nurture your grandkids, and that's how she will heal. Just, you can't, I'm feeling almost like you gotta let her take her path. You gotta let her take her path. There's not a hell of a lot you can do about it right now, and just trust in the process. Like I said, reach for the higher love, which means reach for the higher frequency, and sometimes all you can do is trust in that love. That's it. Just trust, let it go, and holy shit, your property is an Indian ground. Because I dismissed it the first time. I questioned myself because initially I saw a teepee here. See that triangle? And I've got goosebumps. And I have an Indian guy, Tiki Como, and he's really one with me. And I am extremely connected. I feel so much emotion as, I don't know if you have it in your heritage bloodline, but even if you don't have it in this specific DNA from your bloodline as an angel, you have it in other timelines. You are very, very strongly connected. So I ignored this the first time I saw it. It looks like a little teepee here. You can see the little shoots. And then when I said, I don't know, because then I saw it again. I have never seen teepees in this reading before. My eyes are brought to the message I need to deliver. Look at another teepee here. Looks like a little teepee, and you got the little branches there that hold the teepee together. So you got you got a teepee here, and you got a teepee here. So that's why Indians, I see teepees, I think of Indians. And so I feel that you are supposed to be speaking to them. Talk to those Indian aspects of yourself. There's very, very strong Indian, which to me also, Indians are very one with the cosmos, one with Mother Earth. I feel they're guiding you to go out, and you might already do this. They're just affirming, go out, connect to Mother Earth. Go under the stars. Just go under the stars, wide open, clear sky, or whatever sky you got going on, and just connect. Connect with the Indians. They're there. The energy never dies. They're there. And especially, I can imagine how strong it is. That energy specifically. You see them. Oh, I could say, my human perspective would say, oh man, I'm so jealous. That's so awesome. Cherokee, German Blackfoot, son of a bee. They love you. That's all I can tell you. You've got such a strong energetic connection. Keep developing it. And as you develop it, you'll integrate that energy into you. Like I always say, we're here, but right now we're going through a soul retrieval, many aspects of ourselves and other timelines that we're pulling in. And how are we pulling them in now? We're reaching for a higher love, higher frequencies, more forgiveness, more compassion with self, because that would never, ever be allowed. As we tune in and know the truth of who we are and allow that to flow and allow that connection to get stronger, then we retrieve all those other areas. We wouldn't be able to do that without self-love. So self-love is the most important, even if it means taking a breath in and saying, I believe I'm source energy. I believe I'm love and light. That's all it takes. That's it. You don't have to go through procedures. You don't need to go through ceremonies. Even though, boy, I love Indian ceremonies and the fires and the drums and the dancing. Holy crap. So anyways, they want to help you. They're going to help you through your situation, because I feel a little bit of this stuff is like kind of muddling. Maybe the little inconveniences, the draining of energy on you, even though you're doing it in love, represented by the white, taking care of your grandchildren. It is draining. It's a huge sacrifice. Sacrifice really means to gain, but sometimes we got to change our perspective. And I know that you reach for the higher love. I know you got to love your grandkids. At some point you might think even, geez, I've had my own kids, now I got to do this again. And there's a little bit of despair, a little bit of energy. It's just tired. I think I'm feeling a little bit of tiredness, and that's so natural. Don't beat yourself up for those human feelings. If you're feeling a little in despair because of the mom, if you're feeling a little drained, if you're feeling a little tired, the Indians want to help to rejuvenate you and revitalize you, and doing it outside. Yeah, and I'm getting goosebumps right now. They want you outside more. And I don't know if you spend time outside. Powwow. Oh, powwows. Nothing will get me teared up quicker than the sun and a powwow. Oh my God, such depth to the spiritual connection. Oh my God, powwows. My favorite sound, and the drums, and beautiful. Such strong, like this is their connection. I think of Indians in general, this kind of connection. Totally open, totally connected to the source of who they are, which is represented by their connection to everything, the stars, the earth, the plants, the animals. That's what you're called to, angel. Right? Holy crap. What's the actual message say? Clear. Oh, where'd those glasses go? I can't really see very good today. It's kind of like dim in where I'm working. Clear. A delay in manifestation is necessary. Oh my God, this seems to be a theme with Suzanne, with others. A delay in manifestation is necessary to clear out old energy. That's what I was saying. Or when you feel like those highs and then you go low, those are times where you're integrating the high frequencies and they will become more sustainable. Once you integrate and clear out the old energies, the higher frequencies can stay better. They'll like be more free flowing as more energies that are no longer serving us move out of us. Not that they aren't to be appreciated and loved. All you have to sometimes say is, I love you. Thank you for this pain. Thank you for this darkness. Thank you for this confusion. Thank you for this experience of not knowing what the hell to do or where I'm going. Be thankful, and then it will work in your life quicker and you'll process through that experience quicker. It says this process will allow you to breathe in the energy that beholds your desires. It gives you space to tune into your heart energy. Delays are necessary to sync up all the cooperative energies to bring them into alignment. That's what I was saying. Sometimes we might jump on something. I remember one time I saw this cabin and I really wanted the cabin. I placed a bid on it and my heart was there and I wanted it, but someone outbidded me and I was so distraught. I was like, oh my God, I loved it so much. But what it did is it made me realize how badly I wanted that, how badly I wanted a cabin in the woods. And then shortly after, zip, bam, boom, I got one. So there's that delay sometimes just to realize what your heart desire is. And then you're like, yeah, that is truly what I want. And then the energies line up and then that it's presented for you. And then the rebel was shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Those are energies that don't serve us. And I'm good for this. I'm good for feeling guilty is probably the main one. And I'm learning better and better to let that go. And as you let that shit, literal, just stuff go, those energies that aren't serving us anymore, they've served us to let us know, hey, this is not the truth of who I am, so let it go. God source energy, that little vision I always show you, there's no shame in there. There's no guilt. Everything is created from that same love and light. So really, there's no reason to label it as bad just because it doesn't feel good. It says forgive and let that shit go. And what it's doing, as you forgive and let it go, you too are also a lot of high heart energy working here, guys. And then you get the Indians all over you, son of a bee. There's no better human race than Indians that exemplify oneness. There you go. They're working with, oh my God, I got goosebumps everywhere. Whenever I say the word Indians and you angel, they're helping you to connect to that oneness. That web of life, that everything is connected, everything is one love, one life, and life is eternal. And they're just helping you with that. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. And Zay. All right, Zay. I'm going to do the same cards for you, Zay, if you're still there. All right, so what is Zay's higher self? What does he need to hear for his highest alignment in the here and now? You know, as humans, we can't like really take on everything. So oracles and cards and little readings, they're good just to bring, like I said earlier, a focused attention awareness to something or affirmation we may be questioning. Like, oh yeah. Like when Lauren did my readings, the song readings today, she affirmed so much for me. It just like, it was everything I knew and felt. And it was just, it's so beautiful to get that affirmation on the outside. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, I pulled that card yesterday for somebody. And what is Zay's rebel? Oh, that just popped out. I'm gonna shuffle it again because it's the same one I just pulled. And you know when we question ourselves, well, I have enough trust in spirit. It was a shame, guilt. Let that shit go. So if you are feeling any of that, Zay, let it go. It's not serving us. If everything is love, God, source, energy, life, everything is energy. Okay, everything is energy. Everything. So and God is energy, love, and light. Then everything is based from that love. So if you're feeling any shame, guilt, and whatever, it's not the truth of the situation. Just let it go. All right, money. I've pulled that card before. So you got this frozen, again, it's on the beach. It's a frozen patch of snow in this beautiful shape of a heart. It's very directedness. When hearts are really defined like that, I'm feeling that the person's energy that is reflecting that, it's very defined. It's very precise. It's like, you know where you're going. You know what you want. You're in line to that heart energy. You know the overall view. You are focused, I believe. You're determined because you just got that very clear cut, super little point there. Very clear cut point. Let me look here. And I don't know if you know of galactics, but to me there's a little face in here. It looks a little galactic-ish. I'll point it out. And you know how sometimes aliens always look like they got this little slit mouth, just like little slit mouth? Look at that. Looks like a little slit alien mouth. A little tiny nose. Got one eye here, kind of like an eyebrowish there. A little eye there. A slit nose. I mean a slit. Well, they usually have slit noses too, but you got a cute little nose, a little mouth, and then you got kind of this other eye. It's kind of shut, kind of like right here. See the slit? It's almost like one eye is shut, one eye is open. Mouth. Okay, now it looks like the nose is turned to this. But any way, shape, or form, to me it looks a little bit like an alien being, a little alien connection. I don't know if you're connected to the galactics or you connect with a certain race, but it is telling you, yeah, they're there. Yeah, you're connected. Yeah, they're working with you. And you might not even be aware of it because of the way the one eye is kind of sleepy. That's the way I feel. It's kind of sleepy. Are you kind of sleepy? Are you a little bit, you're not like, to that idea? Are you really connected or not connected? The galactic's really new to me. That's what I'm feeling. It's a little sleepy to it. You're opening your eyes up to it. Oh yeah, that's right. You did a one with the Pleiadian or Lemurian with Rebecca. I remember that now, and you really felt their energy. So it's almost like you were a little bit sleepy about it, but look, they've piqued your curiosity. See the eye? It's wide open. So, and it's like reaching forward. So you're curious. You're open to learning about it. You're open to learning about the energies. Okay. So I think, yeah, they're just kind of reaffirming that to you, that they are there now. You're feeling them. And I believe all energies, and that's just my belief. You guys can believe what you want, obviously. And we're the creator, and whatever we believe, we do create that reality. But I believe if we're all pure source energies and everything is a reflection of that energy that we're creating, I think those are energies that are reflections of us. Like they're energies that you're coming into within as you have open and you're growing in greater spiritualities, and your openness and connections and learning more about yourself. And galactics, as humans describe them and label them, are high frequency energies. They are still aspects of you on other timelines. They're still you. They're parts of you that you are, like we said, soul retrieval, that you're retrieving those energies to help you now. Because in reality, and I'm getting the goosebumps on that one, in reality, there's no time or space, and you're living different experiences, and you're living as a galactic right now in another timeline, and they've entered your energy because your frequency now, Zay, is high enough to be open and receptive and integrating and working in that energy, if that makes sense. All right. And it says blissful. There is no greater bliss than doing what you know you should be doing. Ain't that the truth? That which brings you the greatest joy, Zay. And if you're not doing what you know you should be doing, it will gnaw at you until you do. Listen to your inner guidance. And meaning not, that little voice will always be there urging and nudging you. Your God self voice will always be saying, and it might be planting little seeds like, you should be, like I used to want to teach this kind of stuff and do card readings. And the way I used to watch tarot cards, and those are so complex. And I remember I blindly applied to do these tarot cards. I always wanted to do tarot cards. It was planted in me, not at me. I didn't take the job. Wasn't ready, whatever. And I had to develop these. I had to do it more my way. I had to be an oracle that I resonated with. It had to be, I had to come into that more. So that little voice, anyways, that little voice was in me, and it gnawed at me. And I always said, oh boy, I always had a hair business, but in the same point, I wanted a hair business to lean on because that's what I knew to do. But I always wanted this spiritual shop where I could do readings. But I was using the hair business or whatever as an excuse to do this. But really, all I really wanted was to do this. I only wanted to immerse myself in spirituality. I was just leaning on other things for the support or for the, what's that? That safety net. So what is my point? Oh, now that I'm doing this, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. They always say, do if you never ever got paid a single penny for it, what would you be doing if you didn't need the money but didn't get money for it? And this is exactly what I'd be doing. And that's telling you what you're doing. If that's how you feel, that's exactly what you are doing. You're on the right path. And that voice will gnaw at you. It'll always be there until you step into it. Like fear, sometimes you'll have fear in your mind. Like even going lives, I was deathly afraid to go live. And I wanted to go live. I do these pre-recorded little Mother Earth heart card messages, put them on YouTube that no one watches or knows about me. But anyways, I did that. But I wanted to go live, but I was really afraid. But something in me says, no, you should do it, you should do it. And it gnawed at me until I finally did. So that's the point. It will gnaw at you until you step into whatever your dharma is, whatever that fulfilling expression of your true self is, whether it be card reading, whether it be a dancer, whether it be a poet, or multitude of things. And for you, it could be a multitude of things, because I did point out all the little different specks on here, all the different sand, but they're still all stuck to this divinely perfect you. You've got a divine frequency imprint, Zay, and it might be through many different paths. After all, if you're God, you're abundant. The sun doesn't shine through just one ray, it shines through all. So this is telling me you might have many, many different little things, other little things to do. I don't know why. I see a face here. I don't know if you see that. It's almost like a skeleton. 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth. I don't know if you can see that. I see faces and everything. Could be something you thought was dead in you, and it's to be, what's it called? When Lazarus comes back to life. It's called resurrected. You could have things in yourself that are being resurrected, not just from this life, but from past lives, like the galactic energy. You have got all these different energies working with you. So don't limit yourself to one path. Be open to all of it, and just every moment. If it's something different, if it doesn't go with whatever your excitement is, the common thread to all excitement is love. It's the passion. Doesn't matter if it makes sense to you. Just keep following your passions. Keep following your passions and your excitement. And that's what that galactic energy is about. It's not having a human plan, a human thought out. The old ways aren't working anymore. Things don't have to be in a business plan form. They don't need to be organized. It's the time of freedom, liberation. It's time to be you, do you. And to me, being in a constricted little box of how things work really isn't freeing. And then your rebel was, guess what? Money. Never seen this one before. Your clairvoyance. To me, this is the third eye. Clear. You're thinking, and you're already involved in all these spiritual modalities. So I don't know. I think you're gonna be abundantly compensated for, whether it be in bling bling, whether it be, and to me, again, it goes through all paths: money, joy, bliss, fulfillment. And it says, "Make it rain, make it rain, rain in men." That's all I can think of that song, "Rain in Men." So lots of abundance. The money is just an energetic representation of abundance and energy. What a beautiful reading, Zay. So you've got so many opportunities. You are outlined. You've got your imprint. You know what your divine frequency is, and it's going to be expressed through many different little things. And you're retrieving those high frequencies. You're stepping into your high frequencies. And again, what color is this? That's high frequency. It's clear, it's vision, it's clairvoyance. Don't ignore the things that come to your mind, the little insights, which I know you wouldn't anyways. All right, guys, thank you. That was so awesome. A little on the fly. I don't think I missed anyone. If I missed anybody who Lyrian, okay, that was the energy you were bringing in. Oh, I don't know why I said Lemurian. So that looks like the little Chewbacca, that Lyrian energy that we saw. Allison, sorry, I didn't see you. I don't think I did your card. Thank you for joining, Allison. I will give you a card, 2 cards. Let me bring in Allison's energy. I'm going to have to go with it. It popped out. Don't sound so discouraged, Marie. It's a good card. It's a good card. The reason I sometimes I like light energy, so my perception of this card has to change. So this card is the card of self-love. It's just telling me that, Allison, you need to give yourself more self-love. You got to immerse yourself in those frequencies of love, of self-nourishing. And it's hard to self-love, but when you know that, like for me, this made it really, really easy. Just knowing that I am this This is beautiful. This is easy to love. This will pierce through any darkness. If you know that you're a being of light, this is the source of who you are, God source energy, and you can step into that and just believe in that, even just pure faith, that will automatically help you with all the areas that you do need to work on. Or sometimes this can even mean you just need to drink more water, because what this is, it's a little pot of dirt that's dried up in the perfect shape of a heart, and you can see the treads going over it. That just shows that it feels beaten up. It's not feeling as full in emotion and vibrancy and filled as it could. You take this and you plop it in a pail of water, it's going to plump back up. It's going to be rejuvenated. It's going to be full of water. So it's just saying you could be hard on yourself right now. You might be judging or criticizing yourself, or you could be feeling that from others, other people criticizing or judging you. But nothing on the outside can appear unless it's a frequency we're holding. So they would be just reflected, maybe something within yourself that you're not accepting and integrating or loving. You are perfect, Allison, just like you are. Nothing needs to change. The only thing that ever needs to change is never a change, never a literal change. It's just a shift in frequency to self-love, accepting all of us, loving all of ourselves. And that's a hard pill to take sometimes. I was just saying, love yourself. And how do you love yourself? You do what you enjoy. You do what makes you happy, not trying to please everybody else or fulfill their needs, fulfill their obligations that they have for you. It's just being free to be you, Allison. Honor yourself, and when you honor yourself first, that's an extremely high frequency, because when you honor yourself, you're honoring God, and then your reality will shift to that frequency. And if you happen to look at this card and you're saying, nope, I've done all that, I'm in a good spot, then the guidance would be, then you're here to be an example for others, to help them through that, just through your own being, I am working on oneness and retrain my thoughts. That's beautiful. Now, when you say retrain your thoughts, there's two ways I could take it. I could take it as you're retraining your thoughts, again, to reach for the higher love, reach for the higher frequency, and that's beautiful. That I'm dead 100%. That's perfect. But if you're trying to retrain your thoughts to think something because you think it's not right, then that would be a little bit different. But I'm sure you're doing it to find the highest frequency, the highest truth of all, and that's beautiful. Some of us, like from a human perspective, like if I try to retrain myself not to want sweets or sugar, that's my downfall dietarily, and I judge that and I try to retrain myself, it only makes it worse, and it makes that thing an enemy. As soon as I label it bad, it's an enemy. My mind automatically wants it. So as long as you're being gentle in your retraining of thoughts, hopefully you're not being harsh or thinking you are wrong or not good enough in any way. If you're not judging yourself or blaming yourself or thinking you need to be something other than you are, then that's good. If you're just retraining yourself to see the beauty in you, see the beauty in others, that's beautiful. That's exactly my essence, not my avatar. Yes, perfect, Allison. And even just by your name, you've got the pink, you've got this color, and that's telling me, yeah, like by your name, Allison, you've got that color. I think it's a flower or something. That is telling me, and if it's a flower, you are bloomed into that oneness and that higher love. Because you wouldn't pick that, you wouldn't have that for your symbol unless you are already one with that. So that is so, I didn't know you were still here, Dee. Thank you so much for joining. I'm finishing up too. Love my cards and reading. You're sharing your energy with others. Thank you. And likewise to you, Dee. Thank you. That's telling me that you already are on that vibe. You already are on that frequency. Just be gentle on yourself. Don't be hard at yourself. Don't ever think you're not where you are supposed to be, is what it's saying. Don't ever think you're not enough or you haven't made the grade yet. You are perfect. You are already one. Hence your little flower thing next to your name there. You are one. You are connected. You already are all of that. Just accept it. That's what I'm feeling. They're just saying, Allison, just accept it. You have no work to be done. Just allow. Just allow. You don't really need to retrain anything, is what they're saying. Remove the resistance and just allow. Just allow. Just allow your natural being to flow, and that will nourish your heart. Let go of any have-tos. Let go of thinking you've got to train yourself to be anything other than you are. There's no training involved. Just be who you are and let go of the resistance. And the rebel says you equals tight ass. So
what I'm feeling, because of this card, coming together with this card, is you might be a little hard on yourself. You might be a little tight. You might be a little controlling in your ways, maybe, like trying to. You already are that. You're already there. You're already connected. You already are pure love source energy. I think it's what it's saying is just relax a little, relax into it. You already are. You're trying hard. You want to be all that you're meant to be. You already are all that you're meant to be, Allison. That's what it's saying. So when it says tight ass, I just think of it as being tight, like me thinking, okay, I need to go do my workout. I need to do my lift. I need to do my messages. I need to do this. I need to do that. But I don't need to do any of it. I just need to be. I just need to connect to me. So it's telling you on the back, loosen the F up, control your freaks. Control your freaks, don't get laid. So not sure exactly what that is all about, but just in general, loosen up. Loosen up. Don't try to control. Just let it go. You already are all that you're meant to be. Your pure love source energy. You're already connected to that oneness, because even you saying you're on that path, you already are it. You are it, and you're already connected. Just loosen up and allow. Just loosen up and allow. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You know what your essence is. Absolutely, Allison. You already know. You already know who you are. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. There are no have-tos. We don't have to perform in any way, shape, or form to be the God source essence that we are. We just are it. We're just it. Nothing is required of us. That's where we get caught up in the humanness sometimes. We think we need to be more, but we don't need to be anything. All we need to do is just take a breathe in. You can feel your body. When you breathe in and just hold it and you tune within, you feel the tingles. You feel your body vibrating. That is you. That is you telling you that your God source energy. That is the light and love within you vibrating. That's the energy. That's all you need to be. All else will flow. All right, guys. Thank you for joining so much. I love you guys. And just relax into you guys. Just relax into you. You guys are already this. Every time you breathe and you bring focused awareness to this, you keep expanding it. No have-tos, no plans, no control. Just take a breathe in. Know that these are your arms, these are your legs. You have grounded. Your spiritual essence is in the human vessel already. You're already all of that. Just let it flow. And may you guys shine with the entirety of all the light that you are. Thank you, Zay.